Hey roadies, this is your host, the Ghosh with the most. Today, we'll be keeping in our boat theme as we sail out among the waves in an effort to eke out a living. Like true salty fishermen, we'll be hauling up slimy creatures from the deep and taking them back to our small harbor town for pennies on the pound. Just like my father, and his father before him, and so on and so forth. But maybe fish aren't the only thing lurking in the briny depths. So, grab your tackle, batten down the hatches, and get ready to catch a horrifying Lovecraftian nightmare in Dredge. Dredging the depths. A quaint boat on a peaceful ocean, midday sun, and an angler job listing. Ooh, job lists for an angler. I thought that was just something you went and did. You not just go do that sort of thing. Oh, I was going to say someone forgot to turn the lighthouse on, but it was very clearly on, so that was totally on me. Alright? Not paying attention to the situation at all. Cute town. Too bad it's the port of Innsmouth. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Ah, welcome to Greater Marrows, says the mayor. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? That is a great question, Mr. Mayor. It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. Oh, they set me back at level 1 just like every Metroidvania game. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. When does the fog roll in exactly? I'm not clear on that. It is Monday. Nothing like a Monday. We're in Greater Marrow. I guess the only option we have right now is to undock. Ooh. Oh. That's very interactive. Okay. So, classic WASD keys here. And there's some fish. How do I fish? Oh, there we go. F to fish. That tracks. Disturbed water, stock high, coastal. Press F at the right time to reel faster. Okay. Blue mackerel. Alright, everybody likes mackerel. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I gotta drag it in my menu here. Okay. Well, nothing like fishing out the waters here. Okay. Oh man, I've got so much mackerel. Got a snack roll with this mackerel. Oh, I have depleted the spot. Okay, wow. There was 5 fish. All right. Let's see. Well, there's plenty of other fish in the sea. Am I right? Or am I right? All right, let's see here. Fish. I don't have the right equipment for this spot. Okay, that's apparently... I need a board to slap the fish. What about this spot? This looks pretty standard. Yeah, okay. Here's something. Is that yellow not? Or did I miss the yellow, maybe? I got a cod. Oh, cod are kind of bulky, aren't they? Okay. Okay, so can we rotate those? I wonder. Oh, we're gonna see if we can rotate those here in a second. Okay. Yeah, you can rotate. Nice. Time only advances when you're moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions. I need a board for that. There's a message in a bottle over there. Yeah, let's go see what that is. Collect item. 20th of August, 1927, added to the cabin. And then here's a board. I need these to fish with. Oh, nope. Never mind. That's not gonna work. Okay. I was wrong. Alright, let's fish here, and then I think we'll finish for the day. Mackerel. Mackerel. And I'm out of fish. Okay. So we need to go on back. Select your lights by holding E. And toggle them with right click. I don't know why that would help, because it's not letting me actually turn on my lights. Do I actually have lights? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's like a power that goes in the bottom left. I see it now. Let's dock, because we don't want to be out here at night. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. Oh, you're like the raccoon from Animal Crossing. You're gonna sell me something, I have to pay you back over time, huh? I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. You are the raccoon. I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? Our local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open all hours. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Alright, fishmonger. He's a happy-looking fellow. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. I said he's a happy-looking fellow.
You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast.
What happened to the other one?
It takes a certain type of person to last out here.
I'm not sure if this guy's a pirate or just a gruff guy. I haven't decided where I want to go with his voice yet.
It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more, too.
Like Lovecraftian nightmares?
Other towns on other islands might pay you different. While you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first.
That's fair. So let's see what you've got. Well, I have got several things for you, Mr. Sir. I've got you a mackerel here, and some cod. Let's sell them all, I guess. Yeah, it's, there was a sell all fish button, actually. I guess I could have started with that. Well, the mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store.
Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town.
Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? What is it? Research part. Curious looking component could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. Why wouldn't you take that to her? You should pay her a visit. Alright. Hi, miss. I see you've got the BioShock standard equipment going on here. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Complete the introductions quest. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all concerning, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures toward the hole she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. What you got? You got weighted line. Fishing speed plus 40% catches shallow. Strength of the lines can catch larger and deeper fish. Simple skimmer. Lightweight rod suited to catching fish that live in the shallows. Small spool makes for limited reeling speed, however. So why is that, what's my current one? Basic fishing pole. I was only capable of catching the smallest of fish. So I guess we want, I guess we do want the skimmer, maybe? Because it's for catching fish in the shallows. Yeah, okay. We'll, buy that, I guess. Okay. What did I do? Where did that go? Where did my other... Oh, I sent it to the storage. Okay, my bad. To cargo. And then we're going to put it in here. Okay, so now those are both in my fishing slot area. I think that's what that is. And then... I don't know what that is. She's got multiple rusty engines. She's got some lights. Nothing crazy right now. Let's return to town. Oh, wow, that was a cheap ship. I only had to pay like 40 bucks for it. Nice. Oh, what do we got here? So we research different stuff, I guess. Okay, so we pump stuff. I probably should have went with this then, because this was only one research part, and it, like, drastically increases my stuff. I should have went with that, but okay. That's fine. Okay, I guess let's rest for a bit. Or no, let's go read that thing in the cabin. We got a new message. There we go. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, our first day proper. Today, we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he's prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. He's Is it bad luck to keep something with the old name on it? I wonder if that's important somehow. And we have an encyclopedia. Blue mackerel. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Hey, food is food. Cod. Plentiful and basic. Okay. Well, let's get some sleep. And undock. Let's go catch some fish. So are these catchable with my new equipment, maybe? What is that? Shiny. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Oh, is that it? Okay. Well, I do have the stuff to fish here now. Excellent. Okay. Are you not supposed to click the yellow, maybe? Because I thought I hit it that time. Gulf flounder. Just drop that right in there. Yep, gonna drop you right there. Maybe we'll get some cod to fill out those sections. Right there. Okay, and this spot is depleted. Let's move on. What's this over here? That's mackerel, I think. Let's see. These fish look bigger. Are these cod? I think so. Yep. Let's rotate you. Up there. Rotate you right there. Oops, I'm bad at this. And put you right there. And you right there. And then we are done here. We just need some mackerel. Hit them real quick. Yep. Boom. Full cargo. And I got an achievement for that. Perfect packing. Tetris World Champion over here. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Tell me about the order. They asked for 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. Shipwright should be able to sort that for you. You got any fish for that order? Yes, I have the flounder. Do not have the eel. I'll have to search that later. Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? I don't know how you do it every day. These old bones wouldn't cut it on the high seas. Well, sir. Just so you know, I am a talented fisherman. There we go. Sold all my fish. Mine's better than that. I guess I can have 2 engines, though, maybe? Let's do that. Let's, I think we can have 2 engines. So now I go much faster. Okay. And let's rest. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. That is not true. There were fish out there. I saw them, lady. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Oh, Mr. Mayor has something to say. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Small package. These contents don't feel like anything at all, just a wrapped mess of shapers. Okay, well, we can do that, I guess. The mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Sure, man. Yeah, whatever. I guess let's go do that, like, right now. Because I'm assuming Little Marrow is this town over here. What? A delivery? Let's see here. Tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. Hand you some money. Given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket, Sustainable Fishing, and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat at any time. I know how lonely it can be. There's a trader here. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that? No, don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? Nope, I sure don't, sir. And then my storage, and then the rest, so it's pretty standard stuff. Let's back it up. I'm supposed to get eels, but I don't actually know where eels are. So let's fish this random junk. Nope, that's dredge stuff. Okay, never mind, I see now. So I have shallow and coastal equipment. What's this one? That's oceanic. Well, we probably need to get something. What's this? Are these eels? Hey, I think they are. Gray eel, there we go, okay. Let's rotate you this way. Rotate you this way. We're gonna keep fishing you, actually, just for giggles. Okay, depleted. Alright, let's fish you. It's not the perfect fishing, but it'll do. My boat's a little faster now. Alright. Yes, I do have fish for that order. Take one of these eels. Slap you right in there. Fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. Got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. Well, you know what nights are like around here. No, I don't, actually. What do you got for me today? Guess we need to go out in the night. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. Seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrows growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. We might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. Glad you've chosen to be here with us. Oh, neat. It's the dry dock. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. Nice. You'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. So don't worry if you only have half of what you need. Oh. 2 cargo spaces to also hold rods. Oh man, the upgrades are intense. I love it. Okay. So, do you got something for me to dredge with yet? You do not. But you got this light that I think may help me. I don't know if that's important, but I think it's gonna be probably at some point. Maybe it'll help me get out there and fish at night. You don't have anything to talk with me about right now, I guess. Let's, Oh, we had the, sustainable fishing. Reading? Past time to read. Okay. Oh, so you just click it and you go do stuff. That's nifty, actually. Let's catch some fish. At night. Arrow squid. Arrow squid. Arrow squid. Arrow squid. And we're out. We also need black grouper, but I don't know where they would be. My light's not that great. What's this over here? What's going on? The lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Neat. Exposure to fog and others increase your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Okay, well, let's fish things, because why not? Black grouper, nice. Okay, and that spot's depleted. That's all I actually needed. Okay, let's go back home. What is it? That rock looked like it came out of nowhere. Let's check our encyclopedia. We caught a couple new things. Gulf flounder, a pathetic, cowardly, bottom-dwelling fish. The black grouper, a short, stocky fish with mottled black coloring, perfect camouflage in the black waters of night. Arrow squid rises from the depths at night to feed or be fed upon. And the gray eel, a slimy creature tainted with the silt and muck of the seabed. And then these are going to be possible to sell now. I do have fish for that order. We want the arrow squids and the black grouper. There we go. Fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. Ooh, crab is fantastic. We love crab. Got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Lasts for 2 days. 1 to 2 per day. Be deployed out at sea. Okay. Is this like a... Okay, ability unlock crab pot. Deploy crab pot. Don't forget where you put it. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or 2 to check on it. Got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Hope the seagulls didn't get to your catch, those blasted pests. Okay, now you can buy them from him. Neat. But let's I can buy a couple. Let's see what the shipwright has first. Looks like some of your equipment could use some fixing. We can repair that here. Enter repair mode. We want to repair that. There, now it lasts for 3 days. Exit repair mode. Turn town. Fishmonger. Sell all fish. Oh, what does he say here? Not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can even tell just looking from the surface. That's interesting. Not useful, but interesting. Select the crab pot ability with E and deploy one with R. They catch things over time, but need repairing every so often. There we go. Alright, we'll let that sit for 2 days. Ooh, what are you? The stingray. Oh, I need to make room for you. How do I, Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's discard this one, I guess. And we're gonna do some rearranging here. I do want that stingray. I think that's enough room for one now. Yeah, I got one. Alright. See, the stingray. Good eating, but requires careful preparation. I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Rods, reels, and rigs. Fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Let's sell our fish. And let's buy another crab pot. We're going to put that crab pot right over here. Nifty. Then I guess we'll go catch some fish real quick. It's dark and spooky about. Oh, a trophy caught. Is that what that means? Okay. There's something over there. With the rocks. 21st of August. Nice. Oh, there is lightning over there. Let's go back this way. I don't think we want to be out in a storm, maybe. Reading complete. Check cabin for bonuses. Nice. We will do that as soon as I am back in safety. Okay. Sustainable fishing. Have you determined laborious read? It goes into great detail about techniques that can be employed to reduce the impacts of fishing upon fish stocks. Mentions something about ensuring a healthy ecosystem for future generations. Well, that is not my problem. When catching fish with a rod. That actually is kind of cool, though. Let's see. We want to read this one. Fishmonger. That's cool. I don't guess there's any point in keeping the trophy. Is there? I'm gonna keep it anyway. This looks like it's got stuff. Common crab. A crusty carapace and clicking claws caught in a cage close to the coast. That's a lot of seas. This is such a peaceful game. Good fishing time. Oh. It's the all-seeing cod. Alright. Staring outwards, unblinking, eyes borrowed from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. That's hardcore. This is the 21st of August, 1927. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of the Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. Hey, it did that to me too the earlier night. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He's been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. All-seeing cod. Show the fishmonger. Caught a strange-looking fish. Never seen anything like it in all my years. Died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. I have a headache and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Marrow will know more. Yep, that's probably not good. Caught any crabs? Yes, I have. But not those kind of crabs. That's a big old crab. What is it today? Hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. Runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish as though feeling for something. Pushes from one side of its stomach and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it out on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Huh. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish, too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. What does the handkerchief do? A once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. I don't see how that benefits us, so we're going to send it to storage. The man's looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. You want my handkerchief, you weirdo? Meet at Blackstone Isle. That's Blackstone Isle, I'm guessing. Man. There's actually a lot of map. I thought it was going to be much closer to home, but okay. Let's cargo, I guess. And undock. That's a big fish. Blackstone. Ruined mansion. A man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. Periphery? Periphery. I think it's periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks in dark depths. Oh, heck yeah. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. That sounds dangerous and fun. You need not give up your fishing career. I merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Yeah, sure, I accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Alright, what's the workshop? The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. You enter, taking a moment to let your eyes adjust to the dim light. You find some horrifying creations among the detritus. Sign of ruin. The symbol of the deep is carved in this small talisman. It's sure to draw the attention of those attuned to it. Arterial engine. The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in time with your own. Creepy. I don't really need these right now, I don't think. Well, I guess there's nothing stopping me from using the Sign of Ruin, because the crab pots only take up 2 of the fishing slots. Yeah, let's at least take the Sign of Ruin. And we'll come back for the engine when we have more engine space, maybe. There's a fell wind on the ocean this night, me boys. Fell wind indeed. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes. She didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, lots of talks. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. It's gotta be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward. That's what the Robinsons told me. It's not so bad here. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Okay, sure, man. What is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. Can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? It's a trick. I'm a spooky ghost. Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through these windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. I'm gonna take dangerous artifacts to a questionable gentleman. For money.